Hi, my name is Leah Picone, and I'm going to be talking about the theory uses and gratification as it pertains to advertising. Uses and gratification is a theory on how people use social media for their own needs. People use social media platforms to gain immediate gratification. These tools are such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. People thrive off of these because they get their immediate response by somebody liking a picture or commenting on one of their pictures. It makes them feel very connected. Millennials are people that were born from 1980 to 2000. They are the largest cohort that uses social media. Advertising has been very difficult to master with these millennials. Stores such as Sears are having difficulties reaching millennials, and as a result, the stores are shutting down. Some businesses have really embraced millennials and their new online life and started to advertise to them in a way that they'll relate to, such as over the internet, ads on Facebook. They do these things so millennials, a large group of who their target group is, will see these things. And the more millennials see something over and over again, the more likely it is for them to purchase an item or go to a website that has that item on it. The method that was used to research this was that I went into a Sears store to observe. Now, when you first walk in, you see older ladies' clothing over here and babies' clothing over here. That's as soon as you walk in the door. So that, at the very start, had put me off because that's not aiming at your demographic. I proceeded to walk across and through Sears, looking at the posters and the pictures, whatever they decided to try to appeal to customers. There was nothing that would appeal to a younger person. There was no attention getter. Everything was pretty dark colored, no lights, no colorful objects. Sears' floor plan was very misleading. Like I said, you have the older women and the children on the front, but then right in the smack in the middle of the store, there's just this little section of clothes and jewelry that millennials would even want to look at, but there was no signs, there was nothing catching them to get to that point in the store. The results that I found with Sears was that they were doing nothing to appeal to the millennial generation. Sears is not new and innovative. It is not trying to keep up with the times. It is not trying to embrace technology. It is not trying to revamp their look to reach a demographic that is very, very large at this moment. Technology is what millennials use. They are digital natives, meaning they have grown up with some kind of technology in their hand. So the only way to reach them or to advertise to them is to go where they are, online. The posters and the pictures and the displays did not have any integration that would catch a person's eye. There was nothing like a picture with a cute outfit and a cute young model. There were a lot of model pictures, but they were of older women or very young children. Again, this does not go with the millennial generation, and they will not relate to that. The store was also very drabby and dim, dark. There's no color on the walls. There was nothing that would pop out and say hello to you. The clothes sort of matched the store in that way, meaning the clothes were very monotone. The clothes were a lot black and gray and It just didn't show a variety of things that people, such as millennials, would like to have the offer of. Online shopping also, their website is not very friendly user. It is sort of hard to navigate, and millennials, they're so used to having things at such high speed and such force that they will leave. They leave the website. They don't try to stay and maneuver and look where they can get, and it would take them time, and they're not used to that, so they won't do that. They will move on to another site, to another store, and buy their clothes or whatever else there. So Sears is affected by this because a lot of Sears are, and a lot of companies such as like Sears are shutting down because they're not getting enough business, because they're not revamping their image, because the biggest cohort is not buying from them, because there's nothing that they want. They don't see JCPenney on Facebook ads. They don't see JCPenney on Instagram or Twitter or even in like news related online. JCPenney uses television programs. But nowadays, most people don't even watch TV. There's Netflix and Hulu and whatever else. They have all their smart gadgets. So a lot of people do not watch regular TV, especially the millennial age. They would have to try to keep up, try to change their whole outlook on what advertising is. Sears could greatly improve their business simply by using the tools of the times. Like I said previously, they need to utilize Facebook, utilize Twitter, utilize Instagram, utilize Snapchat. Like there's just 4 right off the bat of my head, and there are many more ways to reach millennials, not just those platforms. But since those are the most popular ones, Sears should be aiming to get on there, to get their brand out there, to repeatedly get in the millennials' space and see what they have to offer. They would also have to switch their layout plan. Their store, if a millennial were to walk in there, they would not want to take the time to go through all women's clothes first, go past babies, and just looking around to see where their section would be. Millennials are so trained to have instantaneous results. And when they don't get that, they move on to the next because they know that the next will have instantaneous results. Millennials are just not relating to Sears. They're not connecting with them, and they are not making it seem like they understand who the millennials are. Therefore, Sears is closing down, as are other department stores. In conclusion, Sears has not stepped up to the times and has therefore suffered greatly for it. If Sears was ever going to try to expand even more, they would have to have a whole different image, have a whole different advertising campaign, and have things that can relate to millennials. Things that millennials will want to go to that specific store. Millennials have very different thought processes today than different generations. If they don't get what they want, and if they don't get what they want from a company, they will simply write off that company. No loyalty, no nothing to any brand. Millennials are very loyal to brands if they take care of them, which Sears does not. It does not show them anything that they can have variety in. It does not perform in a way that millennials would be wanting to shop there. So Sears would have to completely rethink their whole advertising scheme, their appeal scheme, and then once they do that, hopefully just by then they would be able to move forward and keep some of the stores open. Thank you.